Good evening, everyone. We are going to start with the explanation of the poem, The Road Not Taken, which is written by Robert Frost, If you talk about Robert Frost was an American poet, and he used to write about the natural elements. He used to write about nature. He was called as the nature's poet. So let us dig into the poem and let's understand it word by word. The road not taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I couldn't travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth, then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. So let us understand what he's trying to say through these lines. First of all, if you understand the word diverge, what is the meaning of the word diverge? Diverge means separated into different ways. Suppose this is the path. Now this path is being separated into two different roads. So this particular point is called as the diversion. It is also called as the bifurcation. It is also called as fork. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of that it is going in yellow wood? Now here, yellow signifies autumn season. In autumn season, the leaves of the trees turn yellowish in color. Okay, so wood here means forest, and yellow means it signifies autumn season. Understood? Now here, the tone of the poet is full of, it is full of sadness. Okay, autumn season signifies sadness. It signifies gloominess. Okay, and here it is also showing the tone of regret, because he is showing his regret because he was the only traveler and he couldn't travel on both the roads. So he was feeling sorry about it. And be one traveler, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. So he was standing there and he was trying to look at the roads from where it is bending into the undergrowth. Now, what is the meaning of undergrowth? Undergrowth means the dense growth of what? Of the plants, the bushes. Okay, so that is a dense growth of plants and bushes, okay, into the forest. So now from the undergrowth, it is actually taking a bend. So now here, undergrowth also refers to the future. Future is unpredictable, right? It is unpredictable. Similarly, after undergrowth, what is there is also unpredictable for poet, and that is why he has compared future with undergrowth. Undergrowth is also unpredictable, and similarly, future was also unpredictable for him. Then took the other. Now he looked at both the roads. He took some time and he actually decided which road he wants to pick. As fair, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim. Now he was looking at both the roads and he was saying, okay, one road is having a better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. Which road is grassy? Because many people have not taken that road. Many people have not walked upon that road. That is why it is green and grassy. If you usually take a path, it cannot be green and grassy because you end up trampling everything, the grass, the shrubs, the leaves, which is there on the road. So it was grassy. That means it was a less traveled road. Though as for the passing there, though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. Now in this poem, in this stanza, he was showing his confusion. He's confused again. He's saying, I think that one road is having a better claim. One road was green and grassy. And he said, okay, no, I don't think so. I think both the roads have equally been worn out by people. Passing there means the people who were actually undergoing their journeys on that particular road. Fair means it was looking equally good as the other road. One road was looking equally good as the other road. Claim basically means here better option. He thought that one road is having a better option because it was grassier and it was more inviting to the boy. But then he actually was confused and he came up to the assertion that both the roads were equally traveled by the people. Passing there means the people who were traveling from that road, those roads, both the roads. Okay. Now, let's see the third stanza. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to the way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Now he is actually showing, what is showing here? He is actually showing the uncertainty of future. He is actually showing the uncertainty of future. How come? Because he was not even aware about which road he is taking and if he is going to come back while going on that road or not. He was unaware. He doubted if I should ever come back. Both that morning equally lay means both the roads were covered with the fallen leaves. The leaves, those who have fallen down during the night time in the autumn season. Autumn season signifies what? It signifies the leaves that has been fallen down, right? So, so the road was covered early morning. Poet went there to take a road because he wants to commence his journey. So on reaching there, he found out that in leaves no step had trodden black, means he was the first traveler on that road that morning because there were no tire marks, there were no footprints on the leaves. Leaves had not been trodden black, they have been not been trampled, they have not been crushed by the movement of anybody or any vehicle. So he decided that I'm going to keep the first road for another day. Yet how way leads on to the way means everything that we decide in our life. So two roads here signifies what? Two roads signifies the two choices, that whenever we get two choices in our life, it is actually symbolism of these two roads. So here also he got two choices. Now he has to decide which road he has to pick up for his journey. In life also gives us choices. We have to decide that which road we want to pick. So he was also confused which road to pick. So he took some time and he actually saw both the roads, and then he said that okay, fine, I'm going to keep the first road for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to the way, means each decision that we take in our life is connected to the other decision that we're going to make in future. So our future is dependent upon the choices that we make in our life, right? So he was dubious, he was not very sure, he was uncertain about his future. That is why he said that I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Now here sigh has two different meanings. Okay, it can be a sigh of relief and it can be a sigh of disappointment, right? So there are two meanings of sigh here. One is a sigh of relief and it can be a sigh means a disappointment, right? So here I'm going to leave it on you that whether you want to take it as a positive way or you want to take it that he was not happy with this decision. As far as I am concerned, I think that it's a human nature that we are not very happy with whatever decisions we make in our life. So he was actually regretting his decision, right? So somewhere ages and ages hence, basically he was telling I shall be basically used in future tense, right? So he is talking about his future, that if I am going to reach the place, if I'm going to reach my destination, I will be telling this to people that once I have got a choice, that two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and I. Two times he has used I because he was little bit hesitant. He was little bit hesitant of his choices. So he said, I took the one less traveled by. I have taken the road. People are like, if you give choices to people, okay, so they will always take the more traveled road. They will never pick up the less traveled road, right? There are 99% people in the world that will actually if you will give them a choice, they're going to choose the more traveled road. But there are 1% people in this world who are actually risk taking, who actually think that who actually think that it is good to take risks and they're of adventurous nature. So Robert Frost of those are amongst those 1% people who wants to take risks. So he said that I took the one less traveled by. So here in the last stanza, second last line, he actually told that he is going to pick up the road which was less traveled by. There were two roads, one was more traveled by and the other one was less traveled by. So now he was taking a road which was less traveled by, and that has made all the difference, because whatever we do in our life is going to make difference, is going to affect our future. Whatever decisions we are taking today are definitely going to affect our future. So that is why poet is suggesting us to take decisions properly, to think and decide, because there is no undo redo button in life. Life doesn't come with manuals of do's and don'ts, but here we get a choice, right? But in life we don't have any choice. We have to just go on the path and we assume that it is the right path for us, right? So it is actually telling us, poet is actually telling us the importance of decision making and how important it is to make a right and a correct decision. Is that clear to everyone? So we have just understand the zest of the poem. So let us go in detail about the summary in the next video.